Amor Fati, love of fate. You don't just acknowledge and deal with problems, you learn to love them. Marcus talks about that. He says, have you ever seen a severed hand or foot or a decapitated head just lying somewhere far away from the body it belonged to? That's what we do to ourselves when we try and separate ourselves from what happened, when we deny what's right in front of us. And it seems like the not quicker we can move past it, but the better we can move past it, the reframe in which we move past it, better sets us up to then accept it and then take action. One thing that people seem to get wrong about Stoicism is they think that the acceptance part of it is surrender, is giving up. But what it seems to mean is that you accept so that you can quickly get to the action, so you can quickly get to, well, what can we do to solve this? Marcus says, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. And for me, with depression and anxiety and obsessive compulsive disorder, blah, 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 I know I do that a lot, blah, 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 because I want to move past it. And maybe that's a problem. Maybe I shouldn't move past it. Maybe I should use it as a tool or think about it as a tool more. What is this telling me? What is this telling me to accept so that I can then acknowledge and move forward through and love at the same time, because it's helping me on my way. Amor Fati, love your fate. Oh, that's easier said than done. How am I supposed to love some things? Marcus Aurelius says salvation is to see each thing for what it is, its nature and its purpose. I feel like it's easy for us to get caught up into seeing a version of a purpose that is shitty or annoying or sad because we're wired for that. People are talking a lot about that these days, our primal wiring and how social media interacts with that and how our tendency is to remember and move towards the negative, because when we were living in tribes out in nature, it helped us to rely on the negative, to think about the negative, to worry about the negative. You don't want to run into a tiger out of nowhere. Those things are dangerous. But in this modern society that most of us are in, I can assume you're in if you're watching this video on the internet, these primal systems are malfunctioning because there's too much. It's like sticking a square peg in a round hole. There's gonna be fireworks. That doesn't make sense, but you know, a version of that. There are times when it seems like we don't have much power. But as Ryan Holiday says in the book, The Obstacle is the Way, having little power is not the same as being powerless. There are too many times I know when I feel like, well, what can I do about it? Well, a lot of times nothing on the outside, but a shift could happen with me on the inside. How I interact with it, how I feel about it, what I do in reaction to it, that could change. Stop being a weak bitch. Stop being soft. No, I mean be soft. It's good to be soft and compassionate. But I mean soft in my resolution, in my determination, in my ability to move forward without dragging myself down into this pit of sadness where nothing gets done. I don't want to be in that space forever. Who wants to be there? I think it's interesting that he tells himself, today I escaped from anxiety because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside. It was within me, not outside.